This is part one of how to modify a Power Wheels 12-volt motorcycle. It's basically came stock 12 volts. Something important for everybody to know right off the bat. If you do want to follow me and try to do this on your own, you just have to make sure you get the wiring right, because it can be dangerous if you don't get the wiring right and you have the wrong wires hooked up to different places. And also something important is this is a dual 6-volt battery Power Wheels motorcycle. So what that is this one came brand new. The batteries were under here. It came brand new with two 6-volt batteries instead of the more common is you just have one connection here and one 12-volt battery, where this one came with two. So basically the whole idea here is I'm basically going to be using these two connections here, so that will give me the 12 volts. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to wire in a third 6-volt battery to give me the 18 volts. So basically what I was thinking, I'll have the two 6-volt batteries where they originally were in here, and I needed to find a place where I could mount the third 6-volt battery. And this little saddle bag here on the side actually kind of makes for a perfect place, I kind of feel like, to put the third 6-volt battery. So I'll actually put the third 6-volt battery in this saddle bag, and then I'm planning on wiring the wire, probably drill a hole through here and run the wiring up through this section here. So basically the next step, and there will be several parts to this, so it's not just one super long video. First things first, I need to take this section off here. You've got a screw on either side of this, so I'll just pop this off here. What I've got to do with the third 6-volt battery is I'm going to have to run the wiring to the, this is the shifter here. And so I need to run the wiring to this shifter, and so kind of the whole idea is in low gear this will run 6 volts, and then in high gear it'll run 18 volts. So anyway, thanks for watching. Okay, here's part two real quick. So I got that piece taken off on top that was covering the switches here. So this kind of shows you where the switches are and everything on here. Basically now you've got to, in order to get this, I've got to take this off, because basically this is where, these are the main switches I'm going to be wiring the 18 volts to. So I'm going to have to take out these screws here. That should free up this switch to where I can pull that out and show you the next step of which wires to connect the 6-volt battery to. Alright, part three, I've got the switches here taken out. You've got this one here is the forward and reverse switch. You don't have to modify this one, so this one will be left alone. The one you want to access, like I said, if you have the dual 6-volt Power Wheels motorcycle, I've already got the 12 volts, the two batteries wired up to the stock 6-volt connectors here. But to add the third 6-volt battery to get the 18 volts, you'll have to modify the high-low switch, which controls the fast and low speed. Basically you have a stock lockout plug here. It's right here. It's the basically you can tell this wire right here, it's basically looped together here. This is your lockout plug and controls the high speed operation. Basically what we'll be doing from this point on is I have to connect the positive and negative wire for the new 6-volt battery I'm going to be adding. You have to add the positive and negative to this here. So we'll be taking off this plug, and I'll be connecting the positive to one side and the negative to the other. I have a diagram that kind of explains which one, because you want to be sure when you're modifying this that you put the positive on the correct side and the negative on the correct side. You don't want to have these mixed, because it could cause the wires to melt and could even cause fire or cause the batteries to explode. So you have to be extremely careful when you do this and make sure you're doing the proper way. And if you need any more information or the diagram, I'll try to post a link to the diagram on this YouTube video. And so basically what I'll be doing from this point on is kind of like I said in the first video. I'm going to be placing the extra 6-volt battery in this saddlebag here. I'll be drilling a hole through here, and I've already got my wire that I'm actually going to run through here and back up in through here up to where I'm going to tie in to the lockout plug. And I'm also going to, I took off of another power wheel, basically the female connector, 6-volt connector. So actually I'll be wiring this to the main wiring, so I can kind of keep mostly original wiring and connections like the original power wheels would have had. Okay, here's part 4. I got everything wired up. I can show you here in the side saddlebag. You can kind of see I basically, like I posted in the third video, you've got the male connector here that I took from a different power wheel. I connected it to some extra wire I had and ran it through here. I actually ran the wire up through here. I'm actually going to get a zip tie to secure the wires I ran. That should sit still right underneath where the seat covers this. Then I ran the wires up through here, and this is the wiring for the added 6-volt battery. And this is the connector, like in the third video. Basically I clipped that off. It was here, and I wired the positive and the negative right here into the switch. Now in the diagram it shows it better than I can explain it, but basically what you want to make sure you do is this orange wire and the white wire. Those are the positive on the 2 other stock 6-volt batteries. And what you want to do is plug in the negative wire, the negative battery wire from the third 6-volt battery to the same side that both the positive batteries were on. And then on the reverse side of this, the blue and the black wire, those are the negative wires from the stock batteries. And so basically where we cut this, you want to connect the positive to the same side of the switch that the negative are on the stock batteries. But anyway, I'll just give you a real quick test of it to kind of show you, and I'll actually have one of my kids get on it once the weather gets nice and post a video of it on 18 volts. But I can already tell it's going to be pretty quick. That is that basically the standard is going to be 6 volts, the low gear, and then when you switch it into the 18 volts here, you can tell there is quite a bit more power there. So I'm actually really excited to get the kids on it to test it out and get a good video.